Welcome to Card Magic 365. Yep, another great little self-working trick. Here's the performance and I'll give you the tutorial at the end. Now, you start by presenting somebody with a prediction, an envelope that has your prediction in, your premonition. And I've sealed it up, and you can even get someone to sign across this just for dramatic effect. It's always worth giving this prediction envelope to someone before you do the trick, 10-15 minutes beforehand. You ask them to fold it up, put it in their pocket or purse or anywhere they like. Now, I've used a much larger envelope for the camera, but you can just use a little pocket size envelope for your prediction. But we'll leave that in full view throughout the performance. When you come to do the trick, of course, no card trick will be complete without a pack of those. A deck of 52 playing cards. You invite someone to help you. Just make sure that you've got all the cards out of the box. So we've got a deck of cards, 52 pieces of card. Let me just show you the cards. They are just regular and in no particular order. What I'd like someone to do is to help me, because I want to tell you about a dream I had last night, and I've got a friend of yours holding a premonition that I had. At this point, the premonition is brought into view by the person you gave it to, and you say, I could visualise a playing card from a red deck. And what I've got is a red deck before me, and I just want to see if my premonition comes true. The cards have been shuffled, mixed. What I'd like someone to do is to reach over, and I want you to grab a small packet of cards, maybe about a quarter of the pack. Just grab some. Now, I will ask you at this point, would you like to take a few more, or would you like to put a few back? It's up to you. Now, they do get a free choice. They decide to keep what they've got, and you ask them to put those in their pocket, out of sight. You pick up the card and you say, look, what I'm going to do, you've left me with the remaining cards, and I want to lay these cards out in a row. Like this, so they overlap. And as I deal these, in fact, this is going to take ages, isn't it? I'll tell you what we'll do. What if I just spread them like this? But make sure, just confirm for everyone, that all the cards are overlapping. And the reason being is because I want you to see each of the remaining cards from the top to the bottom of the pack. Now, my premonition I had was this card I visualised in the pack at a random location. Now, the randomness is going to be the number of cards you grabbed earlier. Can you take those from your pocket? The spectator will remove the cards that they freely grabbed, and you ask them to count them down aloud so everyone can confirm the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 cards you grabbed. I couldn't have known that. That's got to be random. The cards that you left me with, I want us to count down 13 from the top. Make sure there's no cheating, and that's why I wanted them laid out so you can see each and every card. Make sure no double counting goes on. There's card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Will you agree that that is the 13th card in the pack of cards? Yeah, the 13th card. My premonition. Could you please open my premonition and reveal what I dreamt of last night? In here is my premonition. The 4 of diamonds came to mind. The card arrived at randomly is indeed the Four of Diamonds, a perfect prediction. Here is the tutorial for this great little self-working card prediction trick. If you're new to the channel, really would appreciate a thumbs up, a like. That really does help our small channel. And also, if you haven't already done so, maybe consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. That will remind you every time we upload a new video, which is several times every single week. So on to the secret to this great little self-worker. You need just a regular deck of cards. You don't really need a large prediction card. Normally I would write this on a piece of paper and put it in a small envelope and give that to someone to hold. It's pretty obvious we're going to force this card, so any card can be chosen to be false, but because I've got the Four of Diamonds jumbo size, that's why I picked out the Four of Diamonds. Now all that you've got to do is place the card you want them to pick in the 21st position from the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'll put the card that I want them to pick on there and drop these cards on top. So my Four of Diamonds is in the 21st position from the top. When you bring the cards out, in fact this is a great one to either start your routines with, because you can preset this in the box, or you could do it throughout your routines, because it wouldn't take you long after you've performed a few tricks just to go through pretending to show they're all normal and make a note of the 21st card and write that on a piece of paper. But I'm sure you'll come up with other various ideas. You can give it some false shuffles and cuts if you so wish. I don't think you need to, but if you are going to do something like a false shuffle, I tend to just turn the cards face up and do a overhand shuffle by grabbing just the lower portion of the cards, not the whole pack, just the lower portion, and just give it a quick shuffle like this. As I said, I don't think you really need to. You ask a spectator to reach over and grab about a quarter of the pack. They will take about a quarter of the cards. Now I always think the real strong point to this particular trick is the next part. They have grabbed a random amount of cards that nobody, including them, could know. But at this point you strengthen the effect by saying, would you like to grab a couple more, or would you want to put a couple back? So they actually get a choice here. If they keep those cards, tell them to put them in their pocket, hold them in the hand, out of sight, out of mind. Now what you're going to do is to pretend that you need to lay the cards out overlapping. You start to deal the cards, but while you're dealing, you're actually secretly counting. You need to count 20 cards. Let me show you. As I deal, overlapping them, and you say I'm dealing these overlapping, okay, I'm counting these. I've got 10 cards there. You could actually count them and say 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, something like that. So you can either do it silently if you think that would work better, or there's no harm in counting out aloud. But remember, you need to get 20 laid out. Then what you're going to do is you're going to stop. So I've got 18, 19, 20. Oh, this is ridiculous. This will take me all night doing this. All you do, you're going to put these remaining cards at the bottom. So you scoop up all of the cards you've dealt. There's 20 cards there. Drop them on top and say, look, it'd be quicker if I just spread the cards. You can now spread the cards and emphasize that you're trying to get each one showing as single cards. The rest of it is self-working. Do stress that this is the top and that's the bottom, because you might get someone in the audience that thinks that when they count the number of cards that you may be counting from here or here. Make it clear that from the top to the bottom. Now when they count the cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is the 13th card, and it works every time. It's very clean, very visual, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun with that as an impromptu trick. Till next time, practice and enjoy.